Yo, what up, Jackalites and Sharkheads? We're back. You tuned in to Jackal and Shark episode 9?
10.
10 now, wow. Does not seem like we've done that many. I am Jackal, joined by my wedding crashing friend, the Shark.
Yo, what up, crazy people? It's the Shark coming back to you from the studio. We told those Northeasterners to get the fuck out of here.
Would you call them Northeasterners or they're just Easterners? I feel like they would take
Well,
exception to being Northeasterners.
New York's pretty north.
I think New Yorkers would take exception to not being called New Yorkers.
Well, the point is they can take exception to it because they can get the fuck out of here.
That's right, we're back. We kicked them to the curb this week.
I said, get out of here, you crazy accented freaks. Take your aggressive taxi driving attitude and hit the bricks.
Go back to the Holland Tunnel.
Yeah. Go back to the nightmare that is New York City.
Go crawl back to the gutter that is New York City.
Go crawl back to the gutter from which you came. That's why it doesn't seem like we did 10 episodes, is because we technically have only...
This is our ninth. Yeah, the other guys did one.
Those
Yeah.
jerks. Well, Jackal, this weekend is a very big weekend for me.
Oh, yeah?
I'm finally in a wedding.
It's about time.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Oh,
Except you never even met a bridesmaid.
never a bridesmaid, always a spectator. So it's going to be super fun. I get to go to the rehearsal. I get to see some of the behind-the-scenes acting. I get to make a speech, which is a terrible idea.
He's been working on it all day. It's not that
in
bad.
between work.
Yeah.
In between doing
work,
actual
but
work, that is.
It's pretty good, you know.
Oh, it's going to be earth-shattering. I'm probably win an Emmy
For what?
for my speech.
But what category would your speech fall under?
Best kiss.
I was going to put it under a comedy, but...
Is there a comedy? I don't know the
I
Emmys.
don't know. Or
Is that
maybe-
TV shows? Emmys? I'm
don't they
getting
have
an
don't
Oscar
they have, like...
and a Tony and a
Don't-
Grammy.
I guess they have the daytime and primetime Emmys.
I'm
so
also going to get a Moon Man.
What the hell's a Moon Man?
The MTV Music Awards. Yeah. They're all for Best Kiss.
Who's the best kiss between, though?
It's me and Spider-Man. He's going to do an upside down deal. It's going to be...
Tobey Maguire making a special appearance.
Of the Spider-Man, yes. That would be my choice. Because Andrew Garfield is garbage, and the new kid, who cares? He's not even important enough to remember his name. Is it Tom Holland?
I think it's Tom Holland, yeah.
I wasn't supposed to remember that. Because he sucks.
I mean, he's Spider-Man now.
How about that Aunt May, though?
She's okay.
Who is that? Marissa Tomei.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what's up, Aunt May? What's up, baby?
Was anywhere in the comics Aunt May young?
I want to say no.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. They went in a whole other direction with that one. So I remember reading, Spider-Man comics every Sunday in the paper, and she was never young.
You got to bring in the new crowd.
But I guess this Spider-Man's kind of young, too.
Yeah, he's in, 7th grade?
Yeah, it looks like he's in, kindergarten, really.
No, Tobey Maguire is OG SM, and he will always be OG
Plus,
SM.
he's the only one who actually finished his series, his trilogy.
His trilogy. I mean, Tom Holland's got a lot of... He's probably signed up for, 6 or 7 more
Yeah.
at this point.
Which, but that's skewed because they have the whole Marvel universe now. Got crossover movies, got Avengers movies.
The MCU. The BSU, I like to call it.
Why the BSU?
Bullshit universe. Because Marvel sucks.
They're doing better than DC.
So that's not even important to me. It's like, oh well, they're also doing better than I don't know, the Detroit Lions. They're two completely different things, and neither. I mean, it's not even a comparison. You can't pin anybody up against Batman as a character.
I mean, Batman's pretty cool, but I'm just saying, overall, DC movies really have not been very good.
They will be.
starting to win.
Are you looking forward to that Aquaman movie?
Kind of, but that's more because I like Jason Momoa, not so much because I like Aquaman.
Yeah, you know that really tall blonde Aquaman. Are you fucking kidding me?
Sorry, I'm watching the Rockies game as we record this. So if there's any outbursts, that's why.
Jackal here spent the weekend at the gay bar, and now he's a baseball fan.
I've always been a baseball fan.
Oh,
especially a Rockies fan. Maybe not so much a baseball fan, but a Rockies fan.
He's
for
got
sure.
a VIP membership to the gay bar.
I own the gay bar.
Who's winning? What's happening?
The Brewers are winning 2-0.
I don't care. I don't.
Well, there's a lot of people out there do, you know.
Yeah, but when they hear this, they're
go
say,
back to Buffalo.
hey, the Shark is from Jacksonville, Florida. Okay.
Go back to Jacksonville with your shitty baseball team.
I don't have a baseball team.
You know, until like last year, you didn't have a single good sports team. Because the Jaguars always suck.
Jaguars have been number one since their inclusion in
Can't
the
even
NFL.
Sell out your stadium.
I bought all the extra seats.
You must make a lot of money from this podcast.
You make as much as me, right?
Well, maybe I just invest it better than buying out all the empty seats at the Jaguars stadium.
That some of my games don't get blacked out. How else am I going to watch them? I got to be here to do this damn podcast. Speaking of weddings, though, I'm pretty excited. I get all the free beer I want. I don't drink, but it's there.
Are they doing open bar or no bar?
Probably. I mean, their budget is ridiculous. So hopefully they'll have like free juice, maybe some free Gatorade for me. Oh, I tried on my tux.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Oh my gosh. So it went very well. The pants were a little long, but
wow, and you're really tall, so
yeah,
they're long on you.
There must have been some really long pants. I was sweating in the fitting room. So if I'm at like some like reception hall with hundreds of people dancing, I'm going to be a soaked mess by the end of the night. I'm going to coat myself in baby powder.
I mean, you can take your jacket off and all that once. You know,
I plan on it. I'm gonna roll my sleeves up too.
Once you're there and you know the party's really going, you can get nice and comfy.
I'm gonna undo the bow tie, take off my outer shirt.
Are they doing pictures before or after the wedding?
It's going to be after the ceremony, before the reception.
Gotcha.
Which I think is a pretty good way to do it. Everyone's like, still looks good.
Yeah.
You got the important part. I mean, the most important part over. So now it's kind of like relax time. You're not on any like really strict schedule after the ceremony.
I think both weddings I've ever been in, we did pictures before the ceremony. Yeah.
Well, okay, that's also not a bad idea in case anything happens during the ceremony.
Yeah.
Because the last wedding, or 3 weddings ago that I went to.
You had a lot of weddings.
I know, jeez.
I told you he's a wedding crasher, guys.
Hey, free beer.
Him and
me and
Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson cutting it up.
Does that make
me
Will Ferrell? In that? No, because he was a funeral crasher.
Yeah.
I got dibs on Vince Vaughn though. If I was in that situation,
I can live with being Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson was a bitch in that movie. I like when Vince Vaughn punches Bradley Cooper in the face.
I'm probably more Bradley Cooper than Owen Wilson.
Yeah. So I get all the free beer. Oh, it's gonna be super hot. I'm gonna take off my shirt. Oh yeah, 3 weddings ago. At the ceremony, it's like they delayed forever, and then by the time they actually got their asses out there, it started raining. So we had to go inside and finish the ceremony.
Yeah. And
that took a half hour to get everyone's stupid asses inside. Like, let's get this show on the road. I got places to be, people. Bring out the free booze. Trying to get jacked and lit over here.
On his juice and his Diet Coke.
They better have apple juice. Or I will riot.
You'll flip the open bar.
Yeah.
Taking all your tips.
There goes your open bar. Sorry, I spilled all the Coronas. I had one like request as a groomsman in this wedding. Obviously, I'm not allowed to make requests, but I did anyways. Have you heard of the Cupid Shuffle?
No.
It's like, to the left, to the right. One hop this time.
Oh,
Two hops
I've
this
heard
time.
of that. Okay, yeah.
You've heard that crap.
I've heard that, yeah.
I said if they play that, I'm going to make a scene. I'm going to disrespect Jesus in front of the priest guy. And
But why would they play that during the ceremony?
Not during the ceremony. No, I mean at the wedding.
Oh, like at the reception, you mean?
Yeah. So if they play that at all during the night, I'm making a scene.
How?
How am I going to make a scene?
You just dance and make a scene.
No, I'm going to say this song blows. I'm going to yell. I'm going to take off my shirt. I'm going to punch the maid of honor.
The maid of honor.
I'm going to disrespect Jesus to the priest. And then I'm going to tell them that the groom is gay.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh, spill the beans. Hey, don't forget to... Hey, producer, don't... Oh, no, editor. Editor, don't forget to beep that part out. Okay, this is the... All right, I'll write it down. Yeah, beep it out. And if you forget, you're fired. Okay, I got your word. Tell me about your worst wedding story.
I haven't been to a whole lot of weddings in my time, but when I was a kid, I was probably like, I was a kid, but I was like 15, 16.
Okay.
Maybe that. I was in my cousin's wedding.
You were in it?
I was in it.
Okay.
I was a candle lighter or something.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a very important position.
It was, and I killed it. I lit those candles like nobody has ever lit candles before.
Or are we talking like a lighter? Matches?
Yeah, I went up there to the front of the church with my little lighter and lit every candle. Like, sorry guys, I didn't get that one. That one didn't quite take. Yeah. There we go. I got that one.
You should use individual matches for each candle.
No, this was like an actual like stick in a church. Like
like an official thing.
Yeah, they have like the little fire at the very top, and the thing that comes down. You could put it out with that too.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you lit each candle.
Huh. That's very official.
Yeah.
Do you put that on your resume?
I do.
You
like candle lighter, yeah. World's greatest candle lighter.
At 15 even.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine how good you'd be now.
I probably peaked then.
Oh. Well, it's time to retire. Retire early.
But I give lessons, so if you ever want your kid to be a world champion candle lighter, let me know. Hit me up on the Instagrams or the Facebooks or YouTubes, Gmails.
Jackal in the Shark at gmail.com.
Exactly, yep.
Facebook.com.
There's a proper technique to it, and if you don't get that down, like some people are born with it.
Right.
If you don't have it, you don't have it. It's not
English
teachable.
on it.
Exactly.
Get that flame going.
You got to give it almost your own like little flair too.
Right. I mean, there's a signature move. Like I can tell which candles are and aren't lit by Jackal. I'm like, this wax is like
my flames kind of lean a little bit to the right. That's how you know I lit those candles.
And that flame is gonna burn all night.
Yep.
Okay.
And when you try to put it out, it's like, no, fuck you. Jackal lit me. Jackal puts me out.
Yeah, you cannot kill what you did not create. Take that, candles. That was a good story though.
And the story's not over though.
Oh.
You guess what the worst? The worst wedding I went to was that one, or not that one overall. But it was my worst memory. They made us do the chicken dance at the reception.
No.
If I don't dance, I don't do the chicken dance.
Why?
Because I don't dance.
I'd rather do that than the Cupid Shuffle.
I'd rather do the Cupid Shuffle than do the chicken dance.
I'd rather do the chicken dance all day. I'd rather do the chicken dance than the YMCA.
Sorry,
the
what?
Electric slide?
Ooh.
I'd rather do the chicken dance than that. The Macarena? I'd rather do the chicken dance than that, too.
I'd rather do all those over the chicken dance any day.
The chicken dance is the easiest one. I learned that when I was like 6. I got all the steps down. I even knew the song. On demand.
Fuck the chicken dance. That's all I say.
Oh my gosh.
Do not do the chicken dance at your wedding. If you do the chicken dance at your wedding, I'm going to make a scene.
I'm going to call that the... How do you say chicken dance in Spanish? Bailar de... pollo.
It's like pollo is definitely in there somewhere.
Yeah. I know how you know what chicken is, right?
Why?
It's like pollos hermanos from Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is that how?
Probably.
That's the only way I remembered.
Also,
I
feel like
a
lot of
authentic
Mexican restaurants have it listed as pollo, not
chicken.
chicken.
El
Pollo.
pollo loco.
Yeah.
Damn, you're loco, Holmes. Damn, I can't remember that.
Also, when I was like 15, 16, I hated getting dressed up. So like being like in a suit or a tuxedo was like brutal.
That was my first wedding. It was like 5 or 6, I think. It was my aunt's wedding. It was my first tie that I ever got to wear, and
was it a clip-on?
Clip-on. It was so cool. I'm like, man, this is the smartest thing I ever seen. Like, why tie it? You don't ever have to tie this again. You just clip it on. So my bow tie this year is also a clip-on, which I was very excited about. It took a while to figure it out, though.
I think when I was in the last wedding I was in, they were clip-ons. I'm pretty sure because it was all tied, and you just like hooked it in there and then kind of adjusted it.
Was it a bow tie or a tie?
I believe it was a bow tie. The groom wore a tie. That's how one of the ways he differentiated himself.
Okay. Pretty fancy equipment you got going there. Well, in planning my own wedding,
how's that going?
We're going on the cheap. We're going on the cheap.
The way to go.
It is the way to go. We got a really nice, cheap venue. It supplies tables and chairs already. Outdoor ceremony, indoor reception. Same location. Decent spot for pictures. All we need to get is linens for the tables and maybe some for the chairs. The chairs looked pretty good anyways.
Linens for the chairs.
Yeah, some people put like seat covers.
Okay.
On the chairs.
That seems like an unnecessary.
For guys. Honestly, I don't even care if the tables have tablecloths. To be completely honest. Okay. I don't care.
Gotcha. I mean, linens for the tables makes sense. For the chairs, like, why do you...
it depends on how good the chairs look. If they look like these, would you want these plastic chairs at your wedding visible?
I wouldn't notice the fucking chairs.
Right, because we're guys. But, okay, you know how, like, chicks dress up for other chicks?
Mm-hmm.
We think they look good in anything.
Yep.
But they're like, oh, well, I got to impress, Stacy at the wedding. So then people come to our wedding like, oh, my God, did you see the chairs? Oh, they were hideous. It was giving me a headache. We're not doing no DJ. It's called Spotify.
Who's going to run the Spotify, though? So you're going to be the groom / DJ?
I actually said my own name.
You're an idiot.
On the podcast.
You're an idiot. Even I haven't done that yet.
I'm so beeping that out. I mean, the editor's beeping that out.
Just don't beep this part out, because you're an idiot. I haven't done that yet. Wow.
That's taking a while.
You should be fired.
Well, technically...
We're now taking applications.
It's my other friend with that same name. He's...
Shark 2.0.
This is Shark... Mark IV. Well, I will personally be running the Spotify. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have different playlists. I'm going to have like a dinner playlist and then a dancing playlist.
I'm trying to think if they ever play music at the dinner. Or
it'll be like ambient little crap, like, symphonic music.
Gotcha.
In reality, what it's going to be is Metallica.
I was about to say it's going to be some sort of heavy metal, but just instrumental.
But
let me know singing, just instrumental.
But actually, there's like I'm not talking about like symphonic Metallica. I'm talking about like orchestral covers of Metallica.
Ah,
yeah, that's where the money's at. It's gonna be pretty fun.
Looking forward to it.
The hard part's gonna be food. We might do like a taco bar now. We were thinking pasta, but can you imagine like trying to keep pasta fresh and not overcooked, not undercooked?
Yeah.
Like being cooked the night before. Because we're not paying anyone to cater it. We're going to bring the food in, tins.
Yeah.
So we got like...
you couldn't get one of those little things they sit on to keep things warm.
Right,
Just makes
chafing
it possible.
dishes.
Yeah.
So we're going to get a bunch of those. But it's like, how long can pasta sit in a chafing dish before it gets all crusty? Ew. So this way we get like 3 different types of meat, cheese, lettuce, vegetables, if you're into that kind of thing.
Yeah,
And there you
vegetables.
go. The important part is the dessert.
What are you having for dessert?
I'm having cake, I'm having donuts, and I'm having, I think, cupcakes.
I like the idea of donuts.
I love the idea of donuts.
Maybe we'll do donuts at our wedding.
Oh, we'll do like a 3-tier deal. The top tier will be like an actual cake that like we can take after. You know how people keep like an extra slice of cake in the freezer as like a keepsake?
I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
Like,
eat it.
It just sits in your freezer.
Like, keep the little people on top.
Get the picture.
Get the picture.
Yeah, exactly. Picture of your cake. You don't need a piece of your cake.
Done deal. And then we'll have donuts on the set. Well, no. We'll have donuts on the bottom tier so we can have a bunch.
There you go,
Yeah. And then we'll do like cupcakes on like the side or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do donuts at our wedding, you know.
Do it.
My biggest weakness is donuts. There are donuts around, like, those are getting eaten.
Yeah.
Like, I can pass on cake and cupcakes, but donuts, like, I can't pass on those.
Cake is hard to say no to.
Unless it's cheesecake. I can't say no to cheesecake either.
See, cheesecake is the one cake I can always say no to. Why did you ruin my cake with your cheese, man? No queso and me.
Oh, get some queso for your taco bar too. Like that's a must.
What's queso? Wet cheese?
Yeah. If you don't have queso, I'm not coming to your wedding.
What about like nacho sauce? Is that different?
As long as you have some sort of cheese-based sauce, even if it's in like a freaking jar.
Are you gonna dip your donut in the queso?
No. That sounds disgusting. That
sounds like cheesecake.
That sounds like something the Iron Mongoose would do, though.
It's a jalapeno cheese.
He puts jalapenos in his beer, so why wouldn't he put it on his donut?
Is that true?
Yeah. One day at the bar, somebody had a jalapeno. They're like, "Do you want this?" He's like, "Sure." They put it in his beer and he drank it. He's like, "That's pretty good."
You know, I went to the bar with a couple of people. I went to watch the Broncos game. And they got these like spicy, what's like the red drink? Bloody Mary.
Bloody Marys are disgusting.
With like hot sauce and stuff in it.
I don't know how people drink Bloody Marys. Like, they are sick.
Like, I dip my fries in ketchup, but like, even that's like a lot. I can't imagine drinking tomato
Have you ever
flavored
added
stuff.
like some hot sauce to your ketchup? Give it a little kick. That's pretty good. Like, throw a little
I could look into that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty damn good.
Okay.
There's a little, kick.
Yeah.
It's nice change of pace every once in a while.
I mean, depending on the food, yeah, it would work. Like maybe some spicy fries or something.
Yeah.
Looking at my list of notes here. Oh, I was reminded of a video of a wedding, and I feel bad because the wedding was, it was not big budget. You could see like cars driving by. Like in the background, there's like a stop sign.
Yeah.
Because it was in somebody's front yard.
Mm-hmm.
But the chick pulls out her phone from her cleavage. The bride.
I was like, okay, yeah.
The bride pulls out her phone in the middle of the ceremony. They're there, like about to say their vows. She pulls out her phone. She texts somebody, and she puts it back. And the groom is just staring at her.
I would be like, I'm done. Like, I'm out.
Yeah. Immediately, that's okay. That's my cue. Goodbye.
I would take her phone and be like,
toss it.
We're in the middle of something here, and it's kind of important.
Sparkle asked me if I'm going to have my phone on me. And I said, yeah, just because I will be freaked out if I don't have it.
Yeah.
You know, like the pocket check that you do?
Yeah.
I'd be like, whoa, I'm missing something here. Like my body,
I'm leaning
the wrong way. Like, just for comfort's sake, I doubt I will pull my phone out all night.
Probably not. You're going to be so busy.
I hope so.
And you're especially not going to be able to pull it out during the ceremony.
Whoa, I got to Instagram this.
Hold on. Selfie. Get in here, babe.
Hey, minister, can you take this picture of us real quick?
We're about a selfie stick, too.
They're like, what about your professional photographer you just paid? They can't get selfies. It's not a selfie if they take it.
You can take that camera and like hold it backwards and take a selfie.
Yeah, there you go. Take off that really long lens.
That reminds me of another wedding story. I didn't go to this wedding, but
okay.
my friend was officiating this wedding, and they had him write their vows.
No.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Yeah, that's really weird.
I understand like pre-written vows.
Oh yeah, because like we're gonna write our own vows.
Oh, that's not even what I mean. Like, when the minister dude reads it, says,
yeah, like, do you take so and so,
right?
Death do you part, all that stuff.
But if it's your wedding and it's the person you're spending your entire life with,
yeah, you should write your own vows.
Write your own vows.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you steal them off Google.
Super weird. Yeah,
take the time to write them down. Yikes.
Yeah, it was very odd.
That is very, very odd.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
I had never heard that before either.
It's disgusting.
I feel like, wow, I'd be like, and you guys are getting married and you can't write your vows to each other? It's not a good sign.
Ever since the moment I saw you, I loved you. Thanks for marrying me.
Right?
Bye. Those are my vows. All right. Pause for applause.
I assume you guys are writing your own vows, though.
Oh, we're working on them. The wedding's not, for another, 9 months or something. But I have a notepad, in my phone, a little note app.
Yeah.
So anytime, I get some weird, romantic inspiration, I write down a line or here and there. I got one line that's going to knock everyone's socks off.
Nice. Yeah. I haven't started writing my vows yet, but I'm going to make sure they're good because I want,
Well, today's the day you start. Get the note app.
I have the note app.
Do it.
My phone comes with the note app. I don't need to get it because, iPhones are better than
I'm pretty sure mine does, but I got an advanced one. And then I adjusted it. It's the icon's size and the name. It's an Android thing, though. You wouldn't know about that. I optimized my phone.
You're so cool.
Yeah. Because I can handle technology. Some
this is why you're the phone guy who knows everything about phones.
That's why I have an Android. Keep that in mind. The IT guy has an Android. Figure that one out, people. There was another video on YouTube. Drunk best man speech. He spent 20 minutes just berating the groom. His brother. The groom. And I'm like, dude, so at my wedding, it's going to be dry, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
No alcohol served.
So we're all going to get drunk beforehand.
Yes. But if you show up, I'm tossing you out at the door. I'll have a breathalyzer.
Bring a little flask in. Are you going to confiscate that?
No, that's completely fine.
Okay.
But if I can tell you're drunk, I'm getting the hell out.
Okay.
Because, before this podcast, I was researching, nightmare stories, disaster weddings. Guess what was common amongst all of these stories?
Drunk people.
Drunk people. Whoa, who saw that coming? Huh. So if you don't have drunk people, guess what? Disaster weddings are 99% preventable.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. There was this post online. This lady was really pissed off that no one RSVP'd to her destination wedding in Thailand or something. So when I think 9 people RSVP'd, and then they couldn't afford their dream wedding, which a psychic told them to do. They're like, oh,
why?
Yeah.
Why were they getting money for people coming to their wedding?
All right.
It doesn't sound. I feel like most of the time, the resort offers some sort of deal based on how many people come to your wedding, but it's not. You don't get that money. That's just them giving a discount to people.
These were greedy sons of bitches.
Obviously,
actually,
that's why they were getting married. They're like, let's get married and try to pocket as much money as we can.
Right. Hey, let's have our dream wedding, but let's make our guests pay for it.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, and I don't think it's weird, and I'm not complaining, but I had to pay for my tux rental for the wedding this weekend.
I had to do that too, I think.
And it was like $200.
It wasn't that much for me. That's because when I was in Iron Mongooses wedding, I'm pretty sure him and his wife picked up part of the cost of the rentals.
Plus all that free beer.
That is really nice when you have an open bar. Cause
wait, wasn't that a cash bar?
No,
no,
it was
they
an
were
open
taking
bar.
tips though.
Yeah, because like, because I like when you do that when they when an open bar. Cause I'll just throw like a 20 in the tip jar. That covers me for the whole night. I'll be like, yo, dude, put a 20 in there. So like that's gonna cover me for most of the night.
Yeah. Remember,
so I don't
this
have to
face.
So I don't have to like tip every time I go to the bar.
But can I get change for a 20? Because I'm gonna come back here a few times. I'm gonna give you $1 each time.
Yeah. So I'm like, $20 is a lot. I'm probably not gonna get $20 worth of tips drinks here.
Right. At least they had good soda at Iron Monogoose's wedding.
They had a decent selection.
The spaghetti was good too.
All their food was good.
Yeah. I went to one wedding. It was like, how am I gonna get through this? Like, I can't eat anything here. I'm gonna have to bring like a spare protein bar.
At my wedding, like, I love French fries. So the joke in my family has been that in my wedding we're gonna have
a fry bar,
yes. And there's gonna be a ketchup fountain.
Yes, I will pitch in for that. Okay. I will pitch.
Everybody heard it. If I have that at my wedding, or the Shark's gonna pitch.
The Shark
will
pitch $5.
That'll cover some fries.
Hey, do you have a change for 20? I'll give you $1.
I'll give you $1. You can have 10 fries for $1.
10? Might as well hit the dollar menu at McDonald's.
Yeah,
or
we're gonna have a spread of French fries. And
that's pretty cool.
A ketchup fountain.
You know, I always wanted a candy bar.
Get down. Nice.
What's happening?
Rocky stole a base.
Why?
Because now he's in scoring position.
Well, aren't the cops gonna come get him? Stealing bases.
Have you ever seen the manager who got so angry at a call that he walks out there and he takes the base out of the ground and he walks off with it? He literally steals a base.
I've seen that one.
That was pretty funny. I saw one where he like dragged a trash can out with him and he put it where the umpire was supposed to go.
My favorite thing is when they kick dirt on the home plate. It was like, yeah, now you have to clean it up.
And then he cleans it up and he kicks it on there again. It's like, I'm going to show you.
Take that. Yeah, you got to clean off that dirt now. Oh, yeah. So only like a few people RSVP'd to her destination wedding.
Yeah.
No one paid her the $3,500 she was expecting from each person.
It's a lot of money for a destination wedding.
So then they canceled that and moved it to Hawaii instead. For like $2,500. It's still a destination wedding, but it was like $1,000 cheaper.
See, my friends were gonna have a destination wedding, but then they had their first kid and they canceled that.
Yeah,
which really bummer because that would have been a lot of fun. Not a bummer they had the kid, but bummer that we didn't get to go to Mexico.
Well, kids suck. Hawaii is better.
But it's gonna be like, then they had two options. One where you stay like 4 nights, another one where you stay like 7.
Oh.
And I think it was like, for 4 nights it was like $1,200 maybe. For 7 it was like $15.
Okay.
So it's not completely awful. It's because I had got like a package for people coming to their wedding, you know, discount, all that.
That's not bad.
It's not. I was like, that's very doable.
It's pretty smart. And a destination wedding, like on the beach, like a Hawaiian beach, there's no way to take bad pictures.
We thought about doing a destination wedding for a little while, but we decided we're going to go fairly inexpensive, and then we can spend that money on like a honeymoon or something.
Hey, your backyard's still a destination on
We're considering doing it in our backyard, yeah.
Okay. There you go. I wanted to do it at Chief Coach Cheese's house. Like
Chief Goat Cheese.
Goat cheese. Dairy. I put goat cheese on my cheesecake.
Have you ever had goat cheese?
Never.
It's disgusting. It is like the worst thing ever.
What is it? What makes goat cheese goat cheese?
I don't remember. It's been a while.
Goat milk?
I think so. But it's almost like a different consistency kind of too. But like it's disgusting. Don't ever try that.
Is it better than cottage cheese?
I would say it's worse than cottage cheese. I would rather eat cottage cheese than goat cheese.
Ew. Wet cheese. Gross.
But continue on. You were gonna have your wedding at.
Oh yeah, I asked Chief Cochise, and I don't think she was too into it, but where we got it now worked out a lot better.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't. I mean, her house can't fit a whole reception. Of people inside, just in case the weather got bad. So
yeah,
it's either we rent tents, screw that, or we get a place where everyone can chill. And I mean, what's nice is like an outside deck where we're gonna do the ceremony, and that might also become the dance floor, depending on the weather and how cool it is out there.
Gotcha.
It's up in the mountains in Golden, Colorado.
Sounds pretty nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty fun.
Is it in Golden or is it somewhere else?
It's officially Golden.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, so Sparkle is on like these Facebook groups for weddings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I get to hear some of the stories. But I mean, as far as dry weddings are concerned, some people will piss and moan about it. And I'm like, hold on a second here. Like, so I mean, I've never drank my whole life, right? So that's like a big, it's kind of important to me.
Uh-huh.
But it's like, what if I went to a wedding and they didn't have something for people that didn't want to drink?
Uh-huh, yeah.
I would be upset. But it's like, oh, I'm also going to play some of my music. I'm talking like actual death metal. Okay? And I'm sure some people are going to be like, oh, I can't believe he's playing this. And then when I go to other people's weddings and they play like crap, garbage. Oh, country music. Oh my gosh. I still have to put up with that. I had to, Bruno Mars. I don't want to ever listen to Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
Do I get to complain that you played Bruno Mars at your wedding? No. So you can't complain when I play death metal at my wedding that I paid for. So piss off.
Agreed.
So this is a preemptive to anybody coming who's listening. If you don't like
anybody
death metal,
knows you, they're going to expect it from you.
I sure hope that's true. Because that's what me and Sparkle are thinking. We're like, okay, people will know it's going to be a dry wedding, and there's going to be a lot of controversy.
Yeah.
Oh, you did it.
I did it now.
You did it. Yeah,
I deserve to be fired.
Fired.
Guess this is the last episode because we're both firing ourselves.
We'll have to call Frankie in the Bronx back in here. Well, since we're both fired, you want to watch your game in privacy?
I mean, I got to drive home, so.
Oh, yeah. Gotta go home, work out.
I might try quick BFR workout.
Real quick. Tell us about no, we'll say that for next episode, okay?
Okay.
We'll do an episode about working out and all of Jackal's crazy, wacky,
You're not crazy. You
fad.
Gotta keep trying things. You gotta change up the routines. Gotta keep your muscles guessing.
Never.
You can never know enough when you're working out.
Jackal here likes to do crazy fad diets and crazy fad workouts.
And
we'll discuss that.
Fad though, especially the diet.
Keto?
I haven't done keto yet. I thought about it. I looked into it. I thought about it.
What's your new one? Carb cycling?
Cycling's been around for a while.
Okay. But that's your new fad.
I'm sure every bodybuilder in the world carb cycles.
That might be true. But that's your new fad. Okay, we'll see how long you stick with it. Keep track of your workouts and stuff so we can talk about it on episode 11.
Okay, sounds good.
Deal?
Yep.
How are the Rockies doing?
They're still down 2-0.
What period is
Bottom
it?
6.
6th period already? Jeez, that's a lot. And that's out of what, 25?
I'm going to stop talking to you now.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening.
Go Rockies.
Go Rockies. I'll give you guys an update of how the wedding went, how my speech went. Don't forget to check out our Facebook.
Our Instagram. YouTube. Gmails. All Jackal and Shark.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have a great weekend. Don't drink and drive. Don't pull your phone out at a wedding.
Yep. Especially when you're
when
the
you're
one
the
getting married.
room.
Yeah.
Always make a scene when they play crap music. Bring a flask.
Yeah, definitely bring a flask. That's a must.
But most importantly, kids, The left lane is for passing. Good night.
Deuces.